And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you.
So press play. Man, I ain't gonna tell you the kid. Man, we about 17 years and rolling. Look.
What's up, Press Play Plano? This is episode 16, and the topic is promiscuity.
It's rampant.
Awesome. Here at Plano, it's really common.
According to the World Health Organization, people have sex 100 million times a day, resulting in 350,000 STDs and 150,000 abortions every single day.
That's all anybody really thinks about right now is not, whether people are worried about grades. It's more of a waiting for the weekend to get here. That's what's on everybody's mind is, oh, sex, or this person looks this way, this person looks that way.
If my mom and my daddy have sex, I won't be here. And I won't be rocking polo, guys, you feel me?
I really don't think it's a big deal.
Honestly, you're asking an 18-year-old senior male in high school. I don't have a problem with promiscuity.
I don't know, it's personal preference, I guess.
You don't get the true meaning of love and the true meaning of what sex is all about. Whenever like you're with someone and then they screw you over or like do something immoral to you, then like it hurts really bad like to you.
Because of this promiscuous tension, everyone has the pressure to have sex. So unfortunately, some people will think that they've met their soulmate when in reality they've just been used and thrown away. And when that happens, every single time they lose a little bit of themselves, they lose a little bit of their humanity. So that next time it comes around, they don't feel so bad if they do that to somebody else. And so over time, as that builds up, when those people are ready to get married, by that time they've already lost all of the emotions that really keep a strong bond together.
Like every time that you hook up with like a random person, I feel like you lose like a little piece of your dignity, and I mean that definitely contributes to like your home life.
When those emotions are lost, we have a lot of broken families. We have 50% of people divorcing in the United States right now, and I blame it on primarily the promiscuous behavior that people are engaging in right now.
It's easier for you to do that to other people because it's happened to you, and so I guess you try to make it seem not as bad, and so as other people's morals slip and do bad things to you, you're more willing to like do that to other people. With
broken people come broken families. With broken families come a broken society.
It's just become a lot more casual, and because of that, people are okay with being promiscuous, and it comes down to morals, and it doesn't necessarily mean that like no one has morals anymore. It's just the standards for morals have changed.
It's like every year they're getting younger.
When someone's a virgin or when someone's deciding to protect themselves, society actually feels bad for them. And in reality, it should be the other way around. They should feel sorry for the girl who has to keep on taking her clothes off in order for people to acknowledge her. That's who we should feel sorry for, because she's not confident enough with herself that she needs other people to determine her value for her.
Even if that is the idea they're trying to give, it's not always the right idea.
It doesn't show loyalty, or it doesn't show respect. Because people no longer have like self-respect or self-confidence anymore.
It shows the lack of respect that girls have for themselves, and I think that if girls learn to like respect their bodies and respect themselves, it will decrease the problems of promiscuity that we have like in our society and like through our school and stuff.
Girls don't feel valuable, and so they feel like they have to dress a certain way when enough guys ask for her number, when enough guys look at her, and they say, oh, it's my choice, but in reality, I mean, they have blisters on their feet, they're cold, you can see their goosebumps, and they say, oh, no, it's my choice, and it's not their choice. In reality, they're just a reaction to the society. That's all they are. They don't even know who they are anymore. A lot of girls, they'll dress a certain way because they tell themselves that they think it's cute, but in reality, it's kind of what society has told them what is cute. And they see a magazine, they see a movie, they see these fake people on movies or magazines, and they feel ugly about themselves, not understanding how many surgeries and procedures those people have gone through to look the way they do.
These kids are kind of like, I want to be like Katy Perry, for instance, and they're like, oh, she dresses like this, I should dress like that so I can get all the guys. And like, it's kind of disappointing to see society like taking steps back.
We're judging ourselves based on these fake people and then feeling bad about ourselves. So in order to make ourselves feel better, we have to dress a certain way, degrade our own selves in order to determine our own worth. What I call for is independent people. Girls are not determined how much they're worth by how they look. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm done with that. No, you guys are more worth than that. You guys are better than that.
Promiscuous, it's like that song.
So you don't think it's a problem at all?
No. Well, not with the guys. You know, girls are more promiscuous than guys are.
Got any evidence to back that up, or just?
It's a well-known fact. But guys, you know, we're not promiscuous, but we just like to have options. That's all.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. For the guys, a lot of them have the mentality of, I'm gonna mess around with girls, you know, hook with girls now, and then one day I'll find my princess and we'll settle down. Well, the problem with that is, if you live for 10, 20 years watching pornography, listening to music that degrades women, degrading women yourself, do you honestly think that when you get married, that mentality is gonna change? How is that kind of guy supposed to respect his wife? Are you really going to value the same way if you hadn't been exposed to those kinds of things for years on end? People don't just change like that.
Let's say that you have lots of sexual encounters with lots of women, right? So one of them is bound to be better than all the rest. So let's say you marry someone, but it's not that person. So when you're having, you know, sexual encounters with your wife, then you know, but it's not as good as that, then you're kind of reminded in your head like, oh, this is good, but it's not like as great as it could be, you know? So it's like you're feeling somewhat empty.
Every other sentence someone says, someone turns it into a that's what she said joke, and that obviously signifies that that's a problem if people can't even keep their minds clean for like a minute.
I think it's really sad in our society how we dropped the standard so low, so that we only discuss safe sex, we don't even discuss abstinence anymore. It's almost like we've lost hope in our people. Even political parties, they debate over abortion, but they don't debate over the promiscuity in our society. So we fight each other about the symptoms of the problem while we ignore the problem itself. And I think it's really sad how we steeped that low.
With all the hormones, it's just, you know, everywhere.
We are human beings, and we have the capacity to think. We do not need to work and act upon instinct alone, because that's how animals think. Animals have this extreme individualism. They don't care about the results of their animal promiscuity. They don't care, hey, what's that animal, what's her dad gonna think, or what are her parents gonna think, or what are my parents gonna think. Animals don't think that way. They look at their females in a certain way, and they act on that certain way. We're not just animals, we're human beings. We're higher beings than that. We have capabilities to think and to hold in our instincts. So just because we have that desire, doesn't mean we need to jump on it just like animals do. And if you still don't understand me on this whole promiscuity thing, consider this. How would you like it if someone was staring at your mother, or your sister, or your future wife? Essentially, the woman who you're staring at might be someone's mother, or it might be someone's sister. It for sure is somebody's daughter. It might be someone else's wife. So just try to see it from that point of view. If you value your own family, if you value your own loved ones, then respect other people. Respect their loved ones.
Kids lie to their parents about where they're going or who they're with, or even if they're just picking up with someone, they'll say their boyfriend just so it doesn't sound as bad. And so like you lose your relationship with your family and your parents every time that happens because you're not being honest. But then again, I think you should think about it, and if all these people, if you have to like keep quiet what you're talking about, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
People just don't care anymore. They don't care about her family, they don't care about their family, they don't care about the consequences. And in reality, the same kind of person who doesn't care about consequences can be equated to a child molester. Because, I mean, they're just using a child to satisfy themselves. They don't care about the consequences of what could happen to that child or society in general. That is the mentality of a criminal.
Really careless about it, and they don't think about like the full-out effects.
I come to school every day to learn, get education. When they wear, you know, springtime come pop off, they wear these short skirts and short shorts. So I don't know how to, you see fine women like that, I don't know how to focus, you know, with all this. It's like a party, fool. It's like a party here. Girls just coming, just show so much skin. It's just, I don't know how to, like right there, just like that. Just like that. And I don't know how to focus in class, and they get mad at me when my grades go down.
I say, if I were to give one advice on this whole issue, it's lower your gaze. It's just don't look at it. If there's something that's attractive to you, don't look at it, because from the look, it's gonna go to the thought, and from the thought, it'll go from there to actions. And once it hits the actions, there's no stopping it. It gains momentum. So just don't look at it. If there's something inappropriate that comes on TV, or an inappropriate commercial, or a girl who's not dressed appropriately, or a guy who's not dressed appropriately, just don't look at it. You're really going to do yourself a huge favor, and it's going to be a lot easier on you. You just choose not to look at it.
I have a wife, and she's walking around with a skirt up to here. And then what's happening? Well, why do I want everybody to see her? What's the man? I mean, people looking and winking, they lusting for her, all kind of freaks and no good people on the streets. Why do I want my wife? She can't bend over because the panties show if the wind blow. Cows and animals and mules, human beings don't walk around out. Savages walk around with their behinds out. And my wife's behind ain't for every man to look at. Which means what's wrong with it? How can you have a wife or somebody you love? Anything God made precious, nature hides it. You cannot find diamonds easy. You have to dig and dig and dig. Ain't my woman more important than some diamonds and some oil and some gold when she's the field which produced my sons and daughters? Why should she walk around all nude in all of these design clothes? Her breasts is out. She's on the beach wearing clothes that show more than her panties when she go to bed. That's right. People don't just might as well come out with a brassiere on and her panties. She'd be more covered up than she do in the European style with just something covering up her nipple and just a little old G-string over, and she's walking out on the beach naked. These are savages. How am I have my daughter, my wife, or my woman walking around for her man? Ooh, look, I could do. Boy, if I could get to her. What I want that for? She's mine.
Wait till you're married?
You think people should wait till marriage?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Really best, I think, to just have one long-term life partner.
STDs and
that's just, it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the discoloration of the
So press play. Man, I ain't gonna tell you